Good morning everyone. Today I decide to do one of the video and show you about my Hoya collection and how do you take care of some of the Hoya. For those who did not know what is Hoya plants is, Hoya is an indoor plant and it can be outdoor if you in the zone 8, 9 like California. You can leave it outdoor in the summer, on summer long. Hoya, another name for Hoya is a wax plant because they have a very thick, waxy leaves, and there are total more than 300 different species of Hoya, and I want to show you only a few popular ones for a starter. And how do you propagate them? First of all, I want to introduce you to the Hoya Krimsonqueen, Crimson Princess. It can be the original generic name is Hoya cornosa. These are the kind of Hoya cornosa, and this one is a Crimsonqueen. The reason is they have a variation that sometimes they have green leaf and edge in the cream color, just like the queen that wearing a crown. And some of the leaf, as you can see, it can be on pure white, waxy white, and some I have a plant in there which I will show you later. It can have beautiful dusty pink leaves. So some of the leaf will be on white, it's green inside and it edges in cream color, and some of them can be half and half like that. See how beautiful variation. Now this one is Cornosa tricolor, or the specifically name is Crimsonqueen, and next to it is a Crimson Princess, and the same Cornosa, but it's princess. Why? Because it's the reverse from the other one. This one is green that edges with cream color, and this one is cream color and edges in white, I mean in green. You know, this is my small Crimson Princess, so I don't have a lot to show you yet, but when it grows bigger, it can give you some of the variation like white and pink. It's the same thing. So now you know that it's the difference between the princess and the queen. The princess, when they are bigger, they have the cream inside and edges in green, just like this. So Cornosa tricolor, that is the original name for both of them. So if you run across the store and they sell you the Cornosa tricolor, but they don't identify princess or queen, now you know, you just look at the edge of the leaf, and if it's edges in the cream color, that's a Crimsonqueen. And this plant is indestructible. That means that if you give it a good condition, good lighting, good air, it's not easy dying on you. The only thing that it didn't like it is too much water. Hoya love to have moisture, but the roots doesn't want a lot of water. So I have most of my plant planted in soil. And one of the most popular one is this called Hoya arbovara, but since it have the heart shape, it's carry because there's two types, the ovavara. I will show you later. It have the bigger round leaf thick. See, this one is very popular, and if you have a variation that tricolor, it costs even more. See this you can call it the sweetheart Hoya or carry eye, and you see each leaf is the heart shape, And for people on Valentine, they buy a cross online for just one stem to put in the tiny little pot for at least $20 to $30 each heart shape. So it's very popular. You see how healthy my carry Hoya, because it's just blooming recently. And if you pay attention, and you can see at the end of the stem, it usually have the peduncle, which mean later on it will clump and give you flower. So you don't want to clip the end, because this is one peduncle right here, and this is another one right here, and I think I have one more up here. So right here, if you can go close, look. So this plant over here is I think it's around 3 years old. And Hoya, they can bloom after 2 years. When the plant mature, it can bloom you on summer, or depend on the condition, it can bloom in the winter too. This one have a very beautiful off-white color. It comes in a clump that have many tiny little one. I will show you on the photo later. And the center of the flower is burgundy. So this is my healthy carry heart shape that I will save it and take good care of it before I propagate. So now you know a little bit about Hoya. So I want to show you one trick that I do lately that worked really well for me, the cutting. There are several ways of people use how to propagate cutting. The first simplest way is you put in water and then let it root. The second way is you put it in soil, which I don't prefer and I don't recommend, because when you stick in the soil, it's harder, it's slower for them to grow. So what you do is I use a plastic bag like this, and I put a little bit of perlite in the bag, and I spray with moisture. You don't want to add too much water. You stay with, you spray a little bit moisture, and then you ziplock, and you put in air in here, okay, a little air, and then you leave it for 1 week, and then easiest way for you to see it, because you can see if it's rooted or not. So I want you to come close over here and I show you the rooted. This one is Crimson Princess. This is one cutting, and now you can see that, you see how healthy the root is. It's beautiful. Now you can tell the difference between the princess and the queen, because the princess has the cream color in the center and green edges, so it looks like a princess wearing a dress. And you look at this one have several notes in here. So if you can clip right here, you have 3 baby plants. But since I rooted like this, later on I will put in the jar just like this. And here is cutting the Krimsonqueen. He is a queen. It's also rooted a little bit. See? And here is Carnosa, the basic Carnosa, not tricolor. And look at how healthy the root is. You see? And let me show you. Online, they usually sell one root like this, is between $19 to $25, depend on how many notes that you have noted. So when you have it already rooted, the next thing you do is I show you that you can grow. My new method is if you look online, these are, it's called the Lecaballs or Leca hydroponics. This I soak in water for 24 hours, okay? And it's already moist, it's nice. You can look online and you can, some people call it clay pebbles or hydroponic bonds or Lecaballs, Leca. When you buy this, I suggest that you go on Home Depot online and you buy a bag of 50 liters for only $38, because I bought some on Amazon, 2 liters for $17. It's expensive. So what you do is, let me show you how to grow it without dirt, because the reason why I love it, because for dirt you don't know how much water it needs, and sometimes the mistake is you can overwater it. So a lot of people switch the Hoya into Lecaballs. So after you have it soaked for 24 hours, it's already moisture in here. You put in the glass jar like this. It's just very simple, and this kind of bond doesn't deteriorate, or it just stay like this forever, so no dirt. You just leave it anywhere on your desk. You can leave it in the windowsill where you have sun, you know, some sunlight, indirect sunlight. So you fill it halfway, depend on your root, okay? And since you already rooted this one nicely, I have this one, the Crimson Princess. So what I do is I will put the root down, okay? And then I fill it with more like Lecaballs. Because they like moisture, but they don't like water. So this way the root stay healthy, and it's airy because it needs light, and Hoya love air. So this way it gives you lots of air in here, you know, with the Lecaballs. You just fill it up to the rim, just so it covers all of your root, okay? You see how easy? See a little bit root right here. There you go. So that is your plant. That's your new plant, your baby Princess. And the root going to keep growing in there. And every day you can spray a little bit misty things. And just in a couple days later, you can feel the level of water. It's just like usually 1/3 of the jars. If you're too busy, you don't have time to mix it, you use water and you fill it up this high only. That's it. And then like the Lecaballs will give it the air, and that's what it needs to be growing. So you have a new plant right there without dirt. So let me try to do one more here. And yes, this jar is very easy for you to see when the root develop, because when sometimes you can see the white root from the outside of the pot, and you know that the plant is healthy. So this is how I do it. Later on I will convert all of this into Lecaballs, because I think that is work better for me. I don't like dirt, because the mistake of you watering too much would be the higher chance for you to water it too much than this one. At least you can see what you're doing. So look at this one. You see how healthy the roots? So what you do, you put it in here. See, this one is nice because it have a new growth right here, the new leaf. So that's it. You just fill it up. Make sure that it go in the center. I feel it a little higher because this guy, the roots go up real high right here. So you want it to cover it. You see, another new plant. And this one is super healthy because there is a leaf right here. So, and then you just keep doing that and you have more plants. And for this Krimsonqueen, if I want to clip it and make a new plant, I show you, because in here there is several plants in here, and I'm not about to clip anything because I want it to develop. But usually when you clip it, you look for example, this one. Every time there is 2 leaves over here, that is 1 note. And then you can clip right here, and then down here you clip another one. So you have 2 baby plants just like this. Or if you want it a longer stem, you can give it like 2 notes. You clip it right here, and 1 right here, and you root it just like the way I do. See? And now you have it just like a new plant. And then let me show you how you take care of it when it's already in the jar, okay? So ready. So hello again. This is all of my Hoya that already potted. That you can see that when my husband make the misty system over here, every morning I just put my Hoya in the indirect sunlight, and the mist just go on a little bit. And let me show you this one up close. This one is the Hoya obavara, the one that have a very thick leaves, and you see how healthy that is. Look, I want to show you. You see the new leaves right here, and it's just in Lecaballs, and you see the moisture. So this is how I take care of my plants. They all in Lecaballs, and each one doing real well. Look at this one. It have 2 new leaves right here. And you see, you don't need a lot of water. You just need to mix it a little bit every day like this. And they love it because when they live in the jungle, Hoya usually grow on the bark of the tree, wrap around the tree and grow because they are the white type. So they live up on the bark of the tree. They like moisture, but they don't want to sit in water. So when we take care of Hoya, we need to give it the condition it needs. Lighting, it's indirect sunlight, moisture. You want to have it mist a little bit, not a lot, and I'm turning it off. And every day, that's all you need. And it needs air, so obviously, when you leave it outside like this, the air go into the plant, and it's just happy. There you go. So now you know that I'm not an expert. I'm not the collector either, but I know how to take care of Hoya in Lecaballs, and I just want to share with you. You see, this one is healthy. So if you have any Hoya that you want to trade, or if you want to have some special kind, click the subscribe button below. So next time I will show you more collection of different type of Hoya, because this is only basically just Hoya obavara, Krimsonqueen, Crimson Princess, and that's all. So thank you for watching, and hope you successful with whatever you're doing, and enjoy. Bye.